Hello and welcome back. Absolutely lovely day in the UK here today. I've just stopped at the end of my ride here for a quick overview of the SwissStop Yellow King Pro brake pads. Okay, so here they are in their distinctive yellow colour. I don't mind this colour. Some people might not like it. It's just personal preference. I've got them back and front here. Like I say, I quite like the look of them. Brakes at the black of my bike. So these versus the black prints. First thing to say is these are definitely softer than the black prints. Okay, you notice this as soon as you take them out of the packet. They're a bit more squishy than the black prints. Obviously they're brake pads, so they are hard, but in comparison to the black prints, which are like rocks, these guys are a little bit softer. Okay, once you put them on, you have to bed them in, so you hold the brakes on lightly for 20 to 30 seconds and then do that a couple of times, and then they're basically bedded in. I've done a bit of elevation today, so about 1,500 feet, so a bit of braking on some descents, nothing crazy, but I think it's enough just to give you a quick overview of how I feel so far. So like I say, these are a lot softer than the black prints compound. This means they'll be sacrificing themselves, so the brake pads will be wearing away a lot quicker than the rim. For me, this is ideal. I don't like my rims wearing away. Who does? It's carbon. It's very, very expensive. In comparison to your brake pads, these cost me around £30. So fairly expensive for brake pads, but I'd rather that than spending thousands of pounds on new rims. Because they are softer, currently they are quieter. Okay, I think this is because some noise is absorbed into the pads. Because they're softer, they can absorb more noise, or they just don't produce more noise in the first place. I don't know which one it is, combination of both. Either way, they are quieter so far. However, in a couple of miles time, so a couple of hundred miles, we might see them getting louder. If they do, I'll be doing a follow-up review, but so far I'm very impressed with the performance. So the actual braking, these guys have a lot more initial bite than a black print. Again, this is because they're a bit softer, and these are new pads. New pads are obviously going to be better. They don't have any contaminant on at all. No matter how clean you keep your bike, your pads are going to get some contaminant on from the road, from your chain, whatever. I've got wax chain here, so nothing from my chain hopefully, but potentially from the road in wet weather, you're going to get some contaminants. Completely dry here for a change in the UK, so these pads are contaminant free. So like I was saying, more initial bite. They actually, when I say bite, I mean they work, which is surprising for a carbon rim, so it feels like it's biting, which is a good thing really, because it means you're stopping. It's not excessive bite, as in you instantaneously stop. It's more you definitely notice when you pull the brakes that you are stopping. In comparison to black prints, same sort of modulations. As you squeeze harder, you do slow down more. I'd like to think this is the same for all brakes really. If you squeeze harder, you should go slower. But these guys start with more braking power at a lighter pressure. So there is some residue on my front wheel already. This means the pad has already started to wear away. Not particularly worrying, tiny bit of residue. I would expect this, especially in the braking in period. On the back wheel, no residue. This is because your back brake is about 50% less powerful than your front brake. So your front brake pads are always going to work quicker. It's a lot more effective at braking. The residue is a sort of yellowish colour, but it's quite disguised in the black there. I don't really mind looking at it. I don't expect many people will mind unless you're particularly picky. If you're washing a bike as regularly as you should be, this shouldn't be a problem. You can just wipe off the residue, no problem. The residue isn't embedded in the pad, isn't embedded in the rim at all, so it should just wipe off or can be scrubbed off with a sponge or whatever you use to clean your bike. Okay, all in all, at the moment I'm going to be choosing the Yellow King to buy again. This is because I'm impressed with the superior braking performance so far. However, I need to test this in the wet as well. In the wet, the black prints, absolutely rubbish, does not stop you at all, especially for the first few seconds, because you have to wear the water off the rims. I can't tell you how the Yellow King are in the wet. They could be even worse. They could just not stop you at all. But we'll have to see about that. So far in the dry, very, very impressed with the Yellow King. I'm hoping they'll last me at least a couple of months. So I am willing to take the sacrifice on these guys wearing quicker than the black prints. If they have got better performance, I'll take better performance any day over wear rates, because I want to be able to stop. So all in all, 2 decent brake pads. If you have a concern for budget and you don't really care about performance that much, go for your Black Prince. They're going to last you years. The old Black Princes that I have are still going strong. They're probably only about 50% worn after a whole season and a bit of winter riding, so I can't see them wearing away anytime soon. They'll probably last you about 1 more season. In comparison, the Yellow King, so far better performance, but they do wear quicker, so it's what's more important to you. You need to make that decision. I can't make that for you. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If you liked today's video, then press the like button and subscribe for more content. If you saw anything in this video that you'd like me to do a review on later, then please leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.